Hey everybody, I want to show you a new AI agent that I built in MindStudio that is going to make content generation on LinkedIn like 10 times easier. But let me show you first what I'm talking about. So I'm sure everyone's seen posts like this online and it kind of summarizes a certain text and then you'll get obviously some text above. And if you've seen my previous post, I talked about another agent where I can made it so that we can create bold text in various important areas. And really, this is the model doing this, and I've prompted it accordingly to do this. So here's one example. Here's another example. This is talking about the Mind Studio connection to Claude, where you can kind of get all the different integrations with all the basically blocks in Mind Studio, and you can give access to it. So it kind of gives your Claude code like superpowers. And again, this is another post, same idea as you can see. So how do we do this? So first of all, here's the AI agent. And the way it starts, it is actually a browser extension. And before I go into the flow here, I'm going to show you. So here's an example of a YouTube video where I basically watched the video, really like what it was saying, and basically use this agent to generate this text. So this was the agent. And I just basically ran it and it scrapes all the transcript and metadata from the YouTube video and you get something like this at the end. And it actually automatically posts for you too. So you don't even have to do anything. So another example is, for instance, this GitHub repo from MindStudio. And let's say you read through and you want to make a post about it. That's exactly how I created this with the same agent. So it's very powerful, and you can be on an article or something and you want to make a quick post about it. It just makes things quicker. And these days, with the amount of information that's coming out so fast, that if you want to share it with other people, obviously you need an agent to do it. So let's go back into this and see how it works. What we do right off the bat is we take all the information from the page, as I mentioned, metadata and page content, and we create an infographic prompt using that. Okay, so this is sort of the prompt section, and we save that. And then here's where a router is set up, because in the input block here, we're going to ask the user to select whether they want a notebook note style, a whiteboard brainstorm style, a bullet journal, sticky note, all these different stuff. And you can modify this for yourself. But for instance, this is kind of a whiteboard style actually, right? And then here, this one is a notebook style, right? Just different types of styles. But going back to it, basically once we've done that, we actually store that in the style variable. And then we come here and basically we use our image prompt that we generated in the step before. And I have here some prompts for the different types of styles to create. Okay, so you see here, all these different styles here. And then depending on what style you pick, there's a router here that's designed to compare the value. And if you selected notebook notes, it'll go here. If you selected whiteboard, it'll go here. And anyway, it generates it. And once we do that, and then it shows you the image, and then I have set up a run workflow just to separate the different workflows. And here's where we send it out to LinkedIn, and you can connect your LinkedIn account and all that. And it basically does the job. So it's just a short tutorial. I wanted to show this. Super powerful, and you get to create posts like this as you see all over the web. But I know many people are like going to Gemini, and this is using Google models. Just so it's Google Pro, and Google Gemini 3 Pro is really good for this kind of stuff, especially with text. So it's going to make it much easier to share information, especially things you see. And yeah, hopefully you find it useful. See you later.